What's happening, guys? Welcome to the channel. Welcome back, those who subscribe. And I just posted a video up on the channel where I was going over a strategy I use to scan the auction house using TSM and identify materials that are good targets based upon sell rates and prices to go farm, as well as the method I use to quickly um, get out on those farms using my zygor add-on. And I'm not going to go over that whole strategy again in this video. It's a really good strategy. It's great for people that are beginners to gold farming in World of Warcraft. So I'll put a link in the description below. You can check that out. It shows exactly step by step how I go through that strategy and how it works out. I actually go out and do a farm and show you the results of that. But while I was doing that strategy, I noticed that thick leather was selling for a really nice price. It was selling for like 11 gold a piece, which is above average. One of the points of that strategy was keeping in contact and touch with the auction house, doing some regular scans, knowing your pricing, and when something is high, being able to pick up on that and go out and do some farming and kind of cash in on it. So thick leather, 11 gold. So the first thing I want to do is where's my thick leather farm, and what can I get potentially out of that farm? So I pop open my zygors, and if you don't have zygors, listen, it's 8,000 in-game add-on or guides in one add-on. I'm not going to go over the whole thing. I got a bunch of videos that cover different aspects of it. I'll put a link in the description below as well. You can go to the Zygor's website through that link and check it out. They go over everything. They do a better job than I do. But what I will mention is War Within is getting ready to drop in a couple of weeks. If you want the best 70 to 80 questing pass, as well as the best guide for leveling your professions to the next level cap, um, ready to go on launch day, get this add-on. Guarantee you when the expansion launches, it'll be ready to go, as well as a bunch of other stuff. But click the link in the description below. Let them tell you about it. We're going to look up a thick leather farm. So I got my add-on open in the search box here. I'm going to type thick leather, hit enter. Down here, there's my thick leather farm. Open it up. Obviously, obviously the add-on's going to start routing me to it. But before I go, I noticed that I'm going to be killing Nyxandra's broodlings to farm thick leather. So what I want to do now is I'm going to go out and I'm going to look at the loot table for Nyxandra's broodlings and see if maybe I've got a better farm than just thick leather. And while I was out, I also did some video searches to see if anybody else was covering this location and these mobs to see kind of what kind of results they have. And I literally couldn't find anybody covering this. So might be a great opportunity for a new farm if you want to get out there and hit it. But looking at the loot table, over 450 items, a lot of greens, which I'd expect from classic vanilla area. The schematic lifelike mechanical toad has a chance to drop off of these mobs. And I'm on undermine.exchange. If you're familiar with my channel, you know I love this website. It just gives me a lot of historical data and trending for servers. And this item consistently sells for over 100,000 gold over the last 3 months. This is US server average daily. And right now, it's at 113,000 average, and that's important now that we have warband banks. Because if you happen to get the schematic to drop while doing this farm, and your server is one of those servers where people are lowballing, selling it really cheap, you don't have to post it on your server anymore. throw it in your warband bank. Go find a server where it's selling for higher and post it on that server. The other thing that drops from these mobs or has a chance is the dark whelpling pet. And this thing over the last 3 months runs from anywhere from like 140 some thousand to upwards of 300,000. It's come down a little bit recently, but the average selling price across all U.S. realms this last week is 146,000 gold. So you've got those two items that are rare drops that have a chance to drop, as well as a bunch of green transmogs, some epic purple vanilla world drops. So on face value, look farm. So I went ahead and went out, and I'm going to take you out there. It's really close to Stormwind. It's out in the Badlands. Um, and I did a quick hour farm just to see what I could get out of it. And while we're on our way out here, if you have not yet, would be a really good time to hit down below this video. Subscribe to the channel. I'm always looking for and adding content like this for gold farming. Um, Pretty much all kinds of stuff World of Warcraft related. If you check my channel, I've got all kinds of stuff. But I love WoW gold farming. I love the treasure hunt of transmog and rare items like battle pets. But I also like material farms like this one where you can make some good gold. But so on my test run, I did about 300 pieces of thick leather. And with everything that I got, I'm going to guess this farm's probably about 30,000 gold an hour. And I wouldn't call it necessarily a hyper spawn, but more a consistent spawn. Over the hour, I never ran out of mobs to kill. And we're here. I'm going to kill this guy real quick and show you all these mobs down here, all over this whole area. It's hilly terrain, so a druid would probably help because you can loot and skin while flying. But you could still get around most of the area. It does go in the valley down there in the far end, and in the valleys over here to the right. I never ran out of mobs to kill and skin the entire time. So, like I said, it's not hyper spawn, but it is consistent spawn. It's a great location. Again, thick leather selling well. It may drop a lot of times when these videos hit YouTube and a lot of people see it. A lot of people will go out and do it, and the value of the match will drop a little bit. If that's the case, and you go out and farm it, and you go back to your auction house or back to the auction house because they're regional now, and you see the prices down, sit on it for a while. Throw it in your warband bank. Let the price come back up. The novelty of the newness of the farm will wear off. People will move on to the next best thing, and then you could post it up and make some good gold. But you got a chance at two good rares. We love that treasure hunt. You got some world drops you can get out of here. You got a bunch of green transmog drops you can get out of here. And more importantly, consistent material farm that you could post in the auction house and keep that gold rolling in. That's all I got for this video. I appreciate you guys watching. Again, before we go, please subscribe if you haven't. Give me a like or a share. It really helps me out. Check out the link to that video below where I go over the strat that kind of led me to this farm, as well as the Zygor add-on. If you don't have it, at least go to their website and check it out. It's worth looking at. It's my favorite add-on. I wouldn't play the game without it. We'll see you in the next video. Peace.